150 years ago, one person, a young dedicated Australian woman, Mary MacKillop, began her mission of seeking first the poorest and most neglected parts of God's vineyard. One person made an incredible difference. Today, through Mary MacKillop International, her spirit lives on. This year, we warmly invite each of you to celebrate Mary's life and to continue her legacy. Just north of Australia, in one of the poorest corners of our region, is the small nation of Timor Leste. On its southern coast, in the isolated region of Vekeke, is the small village of Beobe. This is home to Abilio and his young children. Abilio is a sole parent. He works as a teacher and, like Mary MacKillop, knows the difference one person can make.
When I first began teaching, I was untrained. I volunteered. They say they couldn't offer me a salary, but I said it didn't matter. I wanted to teach.
Timor Leste's fragile school system, especially in the most remote areas, relies on dedicated teachers like Abilio. After decades of occupation and violence, hundreds of thousands of Timor-Leste's people died, and a newly independent Timor-Leste was left with the enormous task of rebuilding. Thousands of dedicated, untrained volunteers and teachers rose up, starting basic schools with no facilities, yet they were determined to educate their children. Today, a quarter of all teachers in Timor-Leste are volunteers, with limited or no formal training, while 50% of teachers, like Abilio, have education only to secondary level. Mary MacKillop International invited Abilio and 25 other teachers from the Vekeke region to participate in a capacity-building health literacy workshop.
This is the first time I have attended health training. I feel so happy with the training because it helps increase my capacity.
In a country where too many lives are claimed by preventable diseases, diarrheal disease is one of 2 top causes of child deaths here. Health literacy is a vital work of Mary MacKillop International. Health literacy trainers Javita and Bonnie are part of Mary MacKillop International's Timor-Leste team based in the capital, Dili. Their journey from Dili to Vekeke was a 6-hour drive over unsealed and sometimes washed-out roads. Thanks to your ongoing assistance, travel like this is possible. And Mary MacKillop International has been able to support the most remote and neglected communities in Timor-Leste. Over the next 5 days, Javita and Bonnie will share life-saving knowledge in health, hygiene and nutrition, as well as disease prevention and treatment in illnesses such as malaria, dengue fever, malnutrition and diarrhea. Simple games and songs will help the teachers impart important health messages to a young audience, empowering students and communities, enabling hundreds, perhaps thousands, to live longer, healthier lives.
In the past week, we have increased our knowledge, and now we can use this new information and share it with our children to prevent them from sicknesses.
The following Monday, Abilio is back in his classroom in Beobe village. He begins his first class on malaria awareness and treatment. One person making a big difference. Singing and fun games form part of a lesson that will save lives. In this isolated village, with little access to even basic health care, Abilio understands how important disease prevention is. His own mother passed away of tuberculosis.
I want to make a big impact. For my class, and for the whole community.
Each of us can make a difference too. With your generous support, we would like to train over 300 dedicated teachers in the most remote districts of Timor Leste, affecting the lives of over 10,000 of its most vulnerable children. You will also help us continue our other vital works, empowering communities worldwide. We invite you to use our appeal envelope when making your donation. Be sure to fill in your details so we can send you a tax receipt. And consider becoming an ongoing monthly donor to help us plan and deliver our life-giving projects to people like Abilio, his children and community.
One person can make a difference. Mary MacKillop knew this. She lived this. Please help us continue her loving, generous legacy in Timor Leste and around the world.